And we have a green light. She's so good. It's like she's done this before.
How many times?
Wait, she says too many times.
Are you sure? No, see?
Yeah, but she hasn't sung enough times in front. She has sung many times in front, but not enough
at
times
least you
yet.
get already a message, so
Yeah.
that way then it should tell me already that.
That we are live. This is, I can hardly wait to see how this looks in the background here. This is going to...
Your camera needs a little bit higher.
Needs to be a little higher.
Just a bit higher to the flag. Look at the flag. A little bit more higher. There we go. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see.
I think that looks better.
Yes,
our
that
flag,
does.
Dave, your version is wrong. It's crooked. Look at it. Look at the flag. The flag is crooked. Your version is crooked.
Oh, well that's because I'm not as tall as you. You know what we do is we just have to make the camera crooked, and then it would be straight.
Ah, look
yeah,
at that.
we can do that.
Oh, your camera is crooked too.
That's right. And check 1, check 2. How does everybody hear us? Everybody can hear us okay tonight? You know what? That's just about right. It doesn't have to be any closer, I don't think. That's.
I think this is
that has
fantastic.
us absolutely perfect in here. Folks, this is absolutely terrific. Glenn Cowie's in from Toronto, and Travis Wallace. Hello, Freedom family. And Sharon Collins says, hi, guys. Blaine, good evening. Dave and the gang from Blind River, Ontario. Hi, Cecile Frickas. Oh, I was hoping to see you and Dawn, maybe. And Shannon Bullen says, hey, boys. And Les Davies says, hi, folks. Can hear me now. Can hear me now. Everybody can hear me good? Sound test, sound test. I know you're going to be able to hear Walter no problem because he can. Brian Wotowicz says, hello, gang. How is everybody? We are fantastic. Hi, Brooklyn. How are you doing, Brooklyn? We're at the Tim Hortons. I've got my cookie button on, folks. I've got a box of these cookies. I'll talk about that.
How come they gave you a cookie button? I would never, if I was working here, I would never give you a button like that.
That's for sure, to represent them.
Exactly.
Yeah. And folks, we're going to be talking about the cookies with everything else tonight, but we're going to be talking about the cookies because the thing about the Smile cookies is every dollar from these Smile cookies goes into the community. Anywhere in Canada you are, anywhere you buy these cookies, it goes into the community. So we're in Oakbank, Manitoba tonight, and every dollar from these cookies here is going to go to a community center here in Oakbank, Manitoba. And I'm thinking at some point it should go to Camp Hope. That would be great.
Well, that would be very great.
Yeah.
But one day at a time.
One day at a time,
sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you.
And look at the background tonight, folks. Isn't that fantastic? Camp Hope. Look at that flag. Hey, are people going to be able to buy these flags?
Yes, I got lots of flags in today, and they are for sale. We have this one, they're one-sided, and they are $50 a flag, and then we have double-sided that you can fly. They are $75 per flag, and then plus we have this white one here. We'll pull this out just to show them.
Here's the white one, folks.
This is the white flag, what they have. And so this are just single-sided. I think I might have some doubles.
Okay.
But this
and
one
right at the bottom, folks, there it has love, peace, and unity. Love.
And then two hands together there. If you look at this, the hands, what are here, holding hands together. That is what that is.
That is beautiful, folks. That is beautiful. I'll show you guys the full-size flag too. And this is all about unity, all about peace, all about love, all about hope. That's what Camp Hope is all about, folks. It's fantastic. And I'm so honored to be here with Walter and Maria today. They are just fantastic people. I don't know what Walter would ever do without Maria, but...
well, I don't know what I would do without Dave.
Oh, thank you. So here is a double-sided, folks.
This is double-sided, and then this is sewed all the way along here on the top. Plus, it has buttons in here too. So there's 2 buttons in that you can fly it.
I was asking, can we get them?
Yes, you can get them. You can buy them from us.
Come to Camp Hope to buy it.
You can either get it through Dave, or you can buy them through me. And they single-sided, they are $50 a flag, and the double-sided, they are $75 per flag. And also the white one, what we have here, they are also $50 per flag. They are single-sided on that ones.
And I'm going to tell you folks that in my office, when you see me down in my office and you see me doing a live video, from now on what you're going to see is this flag flying, because this flag has the Canadian flag on it, and this flag has every provincial flag on here as well. But more importantly, it's got Camp Hope.
I'm going to explain you a little bit, Dave. When I designed this took me over 3 months to design this with multiple people to design this flag. That yellow in the background, what you can't see, that yellow in the background, that is we the people, how we have to shine and how we bring people together. That is the yellow there, that we're supposed to be shining like the sun. And then we are bringing people together with the compass that is north to the south, east to the west. In Canada, we are bringing people together. The white circle right on here, this white circle, that is we the people where we come together. And then we have every province flag included in the flag there, so that we have complete Canada in this flag. In this Camp Hope, it's a driveway where we bring people together and unite people again. That is the whole purpose on designing the flag, that we can show people that we are united.
In peace and love. Peace and love. And
unity.
a circle, you can see all of the provinces joined together in the circle, because that circle won't be broken. Bye, oh, bye, Lord, bye, oh, bye. I think I don't know if I screwed that up, or Colleen Carr says, hello everybody. Glenn Cowie says, you did a great pattern, Walter.
Thank you.
Pattern,
Thank
Walter.
you.
And just noticed Dave got a haircut. No, I just got it slicked back a bit. I need my haircut. Remington Steele is on here.
Jeff, how are you doing?
Says, I absolutely love that flag. And we love you, Remington Steele. Thanks for coming on tonight. We really appreciate having great people on here all the time. And boy, how privileged am I to have the team, the Hiebert team here. Walter and Maria, they are such awesome people. You can see all the thought and concern and great things that go into this. The fact that...
Walter, Maria, Dave, thanks for sharing this.
Nice. It was a surprise. He surprised me tonight. I didn't know he was bringing this beautiful flags with him.
But
what
Dave,
a beautiful surprise.
I just got this afternoon. The flags only came in this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
So, but I did not tell anybody that I was making the flags. So, and now to see him, so now you're going to see by Camp Hope a flag flying also.
Nice.
So,
are you putting a flagpole up right there in Camp Hope?
At Camp Hope 1 and 1 by the street, we have the 2 wheels.
Yes.
There's going to be a Camp Hope flag now and a Manitoba flag.
Nice.
So that is what's going to fly right by the road at Camp Hope.
That is so awesome, everybody. I mean, super awesome. Share this out. Share this out, everybody, because what we've got here is something new, breaking news. You know, having these flags there, and so much meaning to this flag. So much meaning. We're going to go over this again for people that missed it, because there's so much meaning. But just looking at it, you can take the meaning of it. I mean, just the fact of all the parts. Oh, doesn't it? Isn't it so good?
It is, Dave. It took me over 3 months to design it. I had a vision, and God gave me a vision to put something together what would speak about we the people. It's not about me or Dave. All the credit goes to the Lord. But I think this was something what I wanted to put together that everybody can feel welcome. Whoever has the flag can say, this is we the people. This is not Walter Hiebert. It has nothing to do with Walter or with Maria or with Dave. This is about the people in Canada, in the whole world. It's not just in Canada.
And a very inclusive flag. If you see this, folks, so inclusive that, as I say, you got every province in there, every representative of everybody in Canada, and Camp Hope, that is a symbol of world hope and peace and love. And with peace and love and everything else, it overcomes everything. It really does in the end.
Definitely it does. And the thing is also we brought so much hope to a lot of different people already. And what we want to still keep doing, we want to bring more and more hope to people that we can stand up again and stand united. That is what we need to do, because our future is changing so fast and so rapidly, and our government is trying to push our kids against us.
Yes.
Where we have to stand up and say, enough is enough. We come together.
Yeah.
And that is what this whole awakening is.
Yes.
But our future, what is coming, Dave, it scares me.
Yep.
It really does scare me.
Yeah. You really have to watch what your kids are watching on social media. You know, you should maybe not even have your kids on social media, because there's things on TikTok, there's things on Instagram, there's things on Snap. There's terrible, terrible things on there and terrible ideas. Kids eating Tide Pods. The reason they were taking Tide Pods that were poisonous and damaging to them is they saw a Tide Pods challenge on social media. So you really have to limit the time and watch. And there are programs, by the way, folks, where you can, and you may seem intrusive, but guess what? You're the parents. But you can get keystroke programs where you can watch everything your kids do. And the other thing, since we're talking about kids, and Walter's big on this, Walter's really big on this, and so am I, and Mike Vojakis from Voyage Funeral Home, is there's too many kids doing teen suicide and stuff like that. Way too many. And we really need to watch for that. Watch that the kids aren't in isolation, that they aren't, falling back into darkness. Keep them in the light. Keep them in the light. Keep them socializing. Bring your kids out to Camp Hope when they got things going on. Winkler has something next weekend, right?
Yes, next Sunday there is. I will be speaking in Winkler. There is also some music. It's Carl Krebs. He's going to be speaking there. And I'm going to be speaking about Camp Hope and what Camp Hope all is about. We are not interacting with politics, but we are coming up and help people to bring them back together and to unite. That is what we want to do at Camp Hope. And also with kids, we are trying to do that with youth. We have a lot of goals to bring that forward. But my time is limited because we are a little bit problem with financing now, and we are working on it. On October 1st, everybody is invited to Camp Hope. We have a music festival, a fundraiser for Camp Hope on October 1st, and we just got the flyer out today. I'm going to send you the flyer yet, and that will be from 1:30 till 9 o'clock. So we have all different kind of musicians coming out, and it's going to be a music festival for everybody. When I built Camp Hope, I thought Camp Hope, it would be, about 30, 40 people. And when we bought that building, we have a 30 by 80 building, and our building is already too small.
Yes.
And we have a different tent already. Now that tent is getting too small. So we are looking for a way that we can buy another 10, 30 feet by 60 feet and just add it onto it so that we can bring the people together, because for the winter we will not be able to fit all the people in. If they will keep coming like they did by the hundreds, and it has just been amazing. We have more and more people coming. We have days that I go to work my 10, 12-hour days, I come home, we have people there, they need help. And me and my wife, we take the time with the people, we help them. And some, they just want hope again.
Yes.
And some, they want spiritual
Some
help.
just need somebody to listen to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And some, they come, they just needed a real good hug and just needed somebody to talk to or bring all their problems to.
And some of you just need to be there, just to be there, have a hamburger, fries, or a hot dog, and just be there and feel the love. You don't, if you're kind of introverted or whatever, you don't have to be a participant. You're participating just by being there and feeling the love.
Exactly.
You know,
What I really like, Dave, when we have programs at Camp Hope, and when I stand on the side and watch, I see different groups together, they're standing, they're laughing, they're talking. I see new people coming, they're hugging. And it seems like each time we have a program, there's more and more and more new
Each
people
time there are
coming.
new faces.
yeah.
There's new faces, and,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, they might ask, where can they find us, or how they can find that out. That is big things, a lot of things you will be sharing, Dave, and then also they can go to Camp Hope. I don't know how good that's going to be able to see it.
Yeah, probably will come pretty good. We got a 30-second delay here, so it'll take 30 seconds and then it'll show. Boy, that looks good with the Camp Hope flag in the background.
See.
So there's Camp Hope, folks. And on Google Maps, all you have to do on Google Maps is go Camp Hope, Dugald, Manitoba, and it will bring you right to Camp Hope. Right to Camp Hope, everybody. And guess what? Camp Hope is for everyone. Everyone. It doesn't matter whether you're jabbed, you're not jabbed, if you want to wear a mask, if you do want to wear a mask. It doesn't matter what your belief is or anything else. Everybody needs somebody now. Everybody needs socialization. Us human beings, we're social people. We need socialization. And as I say, even if you want to come and just sit and bring it in and feel it, I'll tell you, it'll be good for your soul, it'll be good for your mind, it'll be good for your health.
We had somebody asking yesterday, is it only for religious people? No, it is not.
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody, for every color, it does not matter.
Yep.
And if you guys have questions, write the questions in there. Dave is probably going to read some of the comments here.
It's freedom, it's love, it's unity. Anna Sigerson says, good evening. Carla says, crazy. And Joan saying, Camp Hope sounds amazing. I hope it will grow and spread to the United States. Throughout the world, it really needs to. Wanda says, hi Maria, it's nice to meet you. Maria's fantastic. Carla says, Camp Hope, Dugald, Manitoba. Glenn says, Carla Mannix, yes, I heard that a few years ago when I was working in Chicago. Remington still says, it's been proven we are survivors and we know how to enjoy ourselves at minus 30 degrees at campfires. Jackie Winter says, feel the love and the Holy Spirit. You sure can, and especially when Walter's singing. Tim McCrell says, Walter and Maria are such great people. They really are, folks. Glenn says, Walter Hiebert, please send me information. I can't attend, but I will share the hell out of it and post it. Thank you so much. And Carla, snorting condoms, never heard of that one. Did I say that? I must have. Janice Soros says, good evening, Mr. Dave, Walter, Maria. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Yes, we will. Travis says, I will get my mom to meet up with you. Okay, sounds good. And Glenn says, I heard a few years ago people were eating Tide Pods. Oh, yes, and snorting condoms. WTF. This is a world coming to. That's right. And Marcel Vanivo's in there. Hey, Moose on the Loose, how are you doing tonight? Mary Penner says, yes, there is my grandson. Had so many friends that committed suicide. It's disgusting. And Shirley Allery says, we need flags like this to put in our cars. Yes, you do. And Lyle says, any kind of website or somewhere to get? Yes, it's Camp Hope, Freedom Hope Canada. And
also on the Telegram, it's the same thing.
Yeah, and I will put that in there so everybody can see it. Gail Cross says, keep on trucking. Mike Wells, good evening, guys. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks so much for what y'all doing. Liked and shared. Thank you, Brother Mike. And Derek Lucier, how are you today? Says, good job. And Alan is in the house. And Alan Hordell says, I want to put that flag on our Canadian nanosilver.ca site, please. Absolutely. And Derek says, absolutely amazing. Shirley says, beautiful. Alan says, the best guy, Walter, and his beautiful family. And Jackie says, can USA buy one? Yes, you can. And what I'll do is I'll make sure it gets mailed from the US so that it goes to you no problem. You can get a hold of Walter. And we may have to set Walter up with Square. Do you guys have Square for taking payments?
I don't know what that means.
Okay, I have Square for my business so people can use Visa, MasterCard stuff. You know what? If you contact me, I can take a Visa, MasterCard, American Express for the amount, and then I will give the money to him, buy the flag, and send it to you. Is Alexa leaving?
Yep.
No! Are you going to say hi to everybody?
Hello. Anyway.
Okay, drive safe.
Bye, Mom.
See you. Love you.
Bye.
Love you. Derek Lucy says, hello, brother. Judy Hoffer-Wagner says, good evening, Dave. Walter, Maria, enjoy your evening. Thank you, Judy. Stefan says, nice flag. Keith Bazin, good evening, Dave. Walter, Maria. And I think I may have caught up. Did you see me power reading? That was really powerful. Carl Manick says, Western Standard had Kyle Kemper, GT's brother, on tonight. Yes, the Western Standard has released a few things. Jackie says PayPal. I have a PayPal I can put up on the site, folks, and I will do that. And you know what? Let's get some donations going to Camp Hope as well. This is a good way to... Do you make any money on the flags? If they buy a flag, will that help out?
We do a little bit. There's $5.
And Cecile says, Maurice, too quiet tonight. Well, she's waiting. She'll come on. They aren't used to you being quiet.
I let the boys talk because they needed to have attention, not me. I'm just supervising in the back, so.
Yeah, she's just supervised. Sharon Newton says, big hugs for all. And Tammy says, hello from Vancouver Island. From a friend of Ron and Amanda's.
Wow. Hey, how's it going?
And a redneck in leftist Victoria. And Marcel says, from the side, you look like the Godfather. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Tim says, I enjoy spending time at Camp Hope. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. And Stefan says, we need something like that in New Brunswick. There is in Nova Scotia camp being built. The fellow from the camp isn't on yet, but I'll watch for him and can follow that lead. Don Brown says, hi, Dave and Walter. Two of the best. Oh, they missed you, Maria.
And because Walter is so big, he's on the front of everything.
Yeah. Marcel says, hey, Dave, slicking back your hair now. See, Marcel realized I was just slicking back the hair. And Tim says, hello, Walter, Maria. Howdy, Dave. Glad to see everyone. Thank you, and good evening. And I think I caught up there now. Now I'll go down to the bottom again. And Carlos says, the quiet boss. They are the ones to be scared of. And Pearlin says, that flag could make a beautiful Canadian coin. That's true. That would make a... You know what? We may have to get a challenge coin made like that. That's a good idea.
That is a very, very good idea. And then remember, guys, this is not about me. This is about we, the people, where we come all together. And God just used me to do that. I am just an ordinary redneck like everybody else is.
And Ricky Walter, Dave, freedom! And Colleen put the flag logo on t-shirts and hoodies. He does have t-shirts and hoodies. And you see when I do my live video from my office, I actually have a thermos cup thing. What's it called?
Coffee cup.
Coffee cup with the logo on it.
Coffee mug. Actually.
Coffee mug with the logo on it. And you could get that from Camp Hope. Ricky says, we are in Sparwood meeting freedom fighter people here all week. Excellent. And Keith says, on my way home tonight. Susie says, thank God for people like you guys speaking up. Well, thank you. Thank God, Susie, that you're alive and well and your parents decide to have you. And Alan Hordell says, love the nickname Redneck Walter.
and the thing is, redneck, where that comes from, we are growing up from South America, Paraguay, and we have been growing up in a town, in a very small town, and we lived like rednecks. So I have a YouTube channel. It calls Redneck Lifestyle on YouTube.
Exactly.
And that is actually where that whole thing started. And when I went to Ottawa, I made it live shows on Redneck Lifestyle. That is how I started with the YouTube, and then I went further and I went over to Facebook. So for Camp Hope.
We have a superstar on tonight. His ears must have been burning. Mike Vojakis from Voyage Funeral Home came on. Says, Walter, Dave, Maria, hope you're having a great evening. We're having an awesome evening. Look at the flag, Mike. Look at the Camp Hope flag. Just
so Mike,
beautiful.
now I can get you a flag that you can fly on your truck.
Yes, a beautiful one. And Colleen Carr says, hi Mike. Mary Penner says, how much are your hoodies, Maria?
$60.
$60 for a Camp Hope hoodie. Shirley says, so happy, Dave, you had Walter and Maria on your live feed tonight. Great show. I'm just so happy that the good Lord put us together and put us in our path. There's paths you follow in life, and there's people you meet on those paths. And it's not by chance. It's by design.
Praise the Lord for that.
It's by design. Dave, I'm going to bring you a flag and for Walter. Thanks, Ricky. Oh, flag exchange from down east. Brian Wojtowicz says, make a song with that. Yes. And Alan saying, hey, buddy, to Mike Wojakis. And Tammy says, rednecks get the job done, and the hardest workers wear overalls and trucker caps or cowboy hats. Yeehaw and yahoo. And Mike Wojakis says, freedom fighters, and love it. Loves the flags. Oh, he'll put it on his hearse. He'll put the flag on his hearse.
But Mike, in that flag, that means we the people. It's not about me. It's about the people.
Susie Pay says, you're a hero, Mike. And you know what, Susie? You're not far off from that, because Mike is a very quiet man about pride and stuff like that.
Very intelligent.
He is highly intelligent, and he is a hero because he's out there speaking out. He's a businessman with 5 funeral homes, and he's willing to stand up and speak up for children, speak up for people that are dying that shouldn't be dying. He's willing to come and give speeches, and he's willing to put his own money in, because when he saw that people were hurting, when people were hurting badly and they couldn't say goodbye to his relatives, what did he do? He put together that event.
Yeah.
You guys put together the food. He put together the event, and it was called, at Calvary Temple there.
Yeah,
Healing broken hearts.
Healing broken hearts.
That's exactly.
Mike Vojakis did that from his pocket for people, for everybody. It was open to everybody. Anyone who'd lost anyone.
It was amazing thing what Mike did. And the thing is, I am looking very much up to Mike Wojakis. He is a very good friend of mine. And Mike Wojakis, I brought already just a very short story. My son was in a very troubling time at the beginning. And I talked with Mike, and Mike took my son under his shoulder, under his arm. And Mike, I tell you, I cannot thank you enough for what you did for my son, because my son has a job now. He gets up in the morning by himself. He is up. He comes back in the evening when he goes to bed. He comes and gives us a hug and says, good night, I love you. In the morning when he leaves, he says, have a good day, I love you, and everything. Mike, he changed day and night, turned around like that. May God bless you, Mike, and praise the Lord that God uses you to bring people like that together.
And this is one testimony. Mike has reached out to many, many troubled youths, kids that were on the edge of actually taking their lives. And Mike has taken his personal time and reached out to these strangers, who are strangers at first, and he's reached out to them with common sense and love and showed them light. And, Mike, when you do things like that, I mean, my goodness, was Mike ever put in the right place at the right time?
Exactly, and people love him when he comes to Camp Hope. There are people asking again, when is Mike going to come and speak at Camp Hope? We will arrange everything. Right now, I have to work a little bit longer days. We put so much money into Camp Hope. We took our RSPs out, took our savings out, everything. We put all our money on the line because we know this is for the people. This is for you guys, for your kids, for your grandkids, for my kids and my grandkids. That's what me and my wife do that for. And that's why right now God is going to show us how to go about it. But we have the chance. Different provinces have contacted us already that we come and build another Camp Hope in a different province. Our goal, that's what we want to do eventually. But we have to see that we can get one up and going, and then if it is God's will, next year me and Maria are thinking about traveling.
Thank you.
East
I hope we didn't disturb
west.
you too much. Okay.
And that we travel east and travel west also to meet more people and help people. And Dave, 2 weeks ago, there was an older couple at our house.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Or 3 weeks ago. An older couple. They drove around for 2.5 hours to find Camp Hope. And they
only a mile
from Deacon's Corner. They only live a mile, and they were looking for Camp Hope for 2.5 hours. And when they came there, their husband couldn't drive and couldn't walk, but she walked. And she came there and she says, now we've been driving around for 2.5 hours, and this was my last stop. So we spent time, and Maria spent time with their husband too, and I showed her, because she could walk, I showed her Camp Hope, and I had very, very close talk with her. And she literally hugged me and cried and says, Walter, this was my last hope. I was done. 82 years old, and I was done. And she says, Walter, now you gave me hope again. It was not me. I told her it's God doing it through me. And she says, praise the Lord that Camp Hope. She says, now I have the purpose to live longer. I am 82 years, I'm on the end of my rope, but now I have a purpose to live, she says. And that is what we try to do. If I would just stay home with Camp Hope, I would have day and night work still.
Oh, yes, yeah. It'd be full, and it may become full-time at some time, but the only way it can is from funding and that will,
Exactly.
because you got bills to pay.
Definitely.
Lots of bills
But
to pay.
if somebody comes to Camp Hope and they don't taste butterscotch muffins, then they don't know what they missed out on.
Oh,
Now
your muffins.
you tell the folks, because of Freedom Muffins. You tell the folks how did that came up?
Because I baked always muffins. When we had Camp 330, I always bought muffins. And I had a red container. Well, it started actually when Dennis Platt passed away, that Allison and Trista came from Ontario and they live at our house. They start eating my muffins and they love them so much. The girl said, Maria, you stop feeding us muffins because we are gaining weight.
And they're delicious.
And then I brought a container to Camp 330 And when they saw the container,
Camp 330, just that you guys know, that was our very first camp where it turns down to LaSalle from the perimeter. Whoever is in Manitoba, where it's the perimeter in LaSalle, that's where we had our first camp, minus 36, right, open sky. I was cooking for people, me and other people.
yeah, and then I bought the container there, and then there were a couple ladies that goes, "Where's the container? It's gone. There's no more muffins." And then they were upset. So no, and they see me coming with the container, they know exactly what's in there. Everybody's coming and gets. If you have tasted them, then you better missed out on something very good. And on the note, on Sunday in Winkler, I will bring my muffins there.
Oh, I'm going to be there in Winkler on Sunday.
And the big thing is, this muffins, they are not called butterscotch muffins anymore. People call them Freedom Muffins.
Freedom Muffins.
So
yeah.
that is what that is. The only way
But
you can get Freedom Muffins is through Maria.
Yes.
But if you're allergic for nuts, there are nuts in there. So just letting you know. But if you want to taste them, you can do it. It's up to you. I'm just warning you, there are nuts in there.
And they're delicious, folks. I've had them. Glenn, can you show us a hoodie? I'll show you one tomorrow night. I'll show you a hoodie because I have a Camp Hope hoodie. Cecile Frickus, that's Cecile and Dawn. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, you bet.
Yes.
And Marcel Vanevel, the moose on the loose, says Angela MacKenzie, he'll be sneaking out more now after that statement. Oh, I wonder what Angie said. I missed what she said. He replied to Angie, but I didn't see what Angie had said. Travis Wallace, be safe out there. Oh yes, be safe out there. Love and hugs. Brooklyn bedtime. Love you, Brooklyn. Thanks for being on. Mike Vojakis says, not a hero, just your average Mike. Mike, man, you are. I've known folks. I can. This isn't just a flash in the pan. I've known Mike Vojakis for over 2 decades. And I've known him as a man of truth and honor, a man that he's always been somebody who stands on his hind legs, and a lot of respect for him. Brian Wojtowicz, I almost called you Wojakis. Wojtowicz says, you are all phenomenal bunch of people. Thank you, my brother. And Ricky Hines says, is there anything you want to say to all the Sparwood, BC people, Walter? Oh, we got Sparwood, BC people on right now.
Well, the good thing is that we have to live up, and we have to take a day at a time right now in this critical times where we are. And always, every day, when we get up, we have to remember that's for a reason we got up, because God put you into this world. And every day when I wake up, I'm trying to at least make one person smile and one person happy. And let's just stand together, and the groups of people what we are fighting, let's stop the fight. Come together as the convoy went to Ottawa. Let's come together as human beings, as people, and love each other. Put our difference to the side and let's move on and stand together and just tell our government we want the truth, and that's all we want to do. Don't go fight the government. It does not help us. But let's let God do the work through us.
As long as we're united, we're going to be strong, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Mike Wojakis says, we all have a purpose in life, almost just what you just said. God put us where we are needed. Jackie Winters, what's Mike's last name again? Wojakis. That's Voyage Funeral Homes in Manitoba. There's one in the Paw. There's 4 of them around Winnipeg in that. It's Mike Wojakis, and it's Voyage Funeral Homes. A great man. Jackie Winters says, I just said that. Kat White says, love this. And Kat, someday I hope I can visit. Yes, so do we. Camp Hope is there for the long run now. Colleen Carr, keep giving out Camp Hope's address. Yeah, and it's right Google Maps. You can just go to Google Maps and you put in Camp Hope, Dugald, Manitoba. There it is. Oh, there we go. There it is. Mike Wojakis says Camp Hope is a gift of love to people who need it, and it's open for everyone. And Keith Bazin says, you put Dave in a muffin. Because you said you had nuts in the muffin. Maggie Zakowski says, good evening, fine people. Please let me know how I can donate to Camp Hope. Do you guys have a site they can send the money to? Or
right now we have only on an email address.
Yeah.
That is, now I don't even know for sure. Let me find out.
You'll find it while I'm talking. I'm going to put up a PayPal, folks. I will put a PayPal on the page. I promise you. Angie will beat me if I don't do it. Maria will hit me if I don't do it. I will put that up by the weekend so you can donate, and just let me know that this is what it's for. As well, if you want to get flags, if you want to get merchandise from them, let us know. Send us an email, let us know, and we'll get that. And as well, I can take Visa and MasterCard through Square. Now, when you do it through my Square, unfortunately it's through the business, so there's going to be tax on it. But I can't help that. The tax has to go for the government, but all the proceeds will go to them to buy the products you need. Kate White says, you are upstanding people, man, so much. And Mike was saying Vojakis. I screwed up his name for a bit because his brother's got a name close to that, and I've known his brother too, and I get screwed up. He's got, what is it, the Cork and Flame? I need to get down there. Next week is Angela's and mine's wedding anniversary, and I think I'm going to bring her to the Cork and Flame for our wedding anniversary.
That would be amazing. Here is the email address.
Okay, the email, oh, this is so easy, folks. You can do an e-transfer, and it's easy. It's FreedomHopeCanada@gmail.com. So send an email first to FreedomHopeCanada@gmail.com. I'll put it up in the writing there.
Yeah.
Send them an email saying, this is what you want. You want a flag, you want a hoodie, you want to just donate, and then you send them an e-transfer to that email. And when you send it to that email, you do a password, and the password could be love.
Exactly.
Because he's the only one who will be able to access it anyways.
Yeah.
And that will be an easy way of doing it, folks. So easy. And Brian says, not Wojackass. I called him Wojackass one night to Brian. Casey, I started talking so fast and everything else. Casey was saying, we are here right now, still haven't met this wonderful man, Walter, yet. Oh, okay, you're in Manitoba or you're at Camp Hope. Walter's here at the Tim Hortons at Oakbank. If you're around here, come in, shake his hand. Or he will be at Camp Hope tonight. Don't forget, he's probably got to work at 7 in the morning.
I
No,
don't
at
shake
5
hands.
o'clock in the morning.
5 in the morning.
I don't shake hands. If you want to see me, you have to give me a bear hug.
Gotta be a hug. Gotta be a hug.
No handshakes.
Gail says, love Walter's words of wisdom. And, oh, Colleen put it. Colleen put the tag right in there in the things, FreedomHopeCanada@gmail.com. There it is. You can send money. You can get a flag. This beautiful flag, which is a wall flag up here, is $50?
Yes.
This one, wall flag, is $50.
$50.
The double-sided one is $75.
So $75 for the double one to fly outside your house or on your vehicle on a hockey stick or something. This one to put on your wall, like I'm going to put in my office, $50. And Maggie Zakowski says, thanks so much for the email address. Who knows, may see you this weekend. Oh, very nice. And Casey was saying, we are at Camp Hope. Our colorful Freedom car and trailer is parked in front of his man cave behind David's RV.
I saw it before I left.
Yeah.
I came back from work, went to eat, and off I was gone. My day, it was just
I have
so
not
long.
even talked to him. Just on.
Yeah, we didn't even talk very much, me and my wife. I only gave her a hug, and that is it.
Not even that.
Oh, I need to give her a hug yet. Let's say
Hey,
that way.
and you know what? We are really lucky because you know how we talk about great people that we have coming on here all
Yeah.
the time, and everybody's great, but there's some people that shine right out there, and we're talking about Ron Clark, Freedom Advocate.
Yes.
Talk about great people. Look at this.
Oh.
See what I do at Tim Hortons, Ron? if you come here, you can take a Tim Hortons employee and put him on your knee. You work here at Tim Hortons, sir?
Whoop him.
Yes, I should. And sir, how do you like working here at Tim Hortons?
Good, good.
Jim,
What is this? An iced tea?
It's an iced cap with chocolate milk.
an ice
Well, then
cap?
I want one too.
Oh,
You want one too?
Yes, please.
She wants one too. Let's try that out.
Oh,
Because
it's fantastic. It's
Yeah.
awesome. So we got Ron Clark, Freedom Advocate, and
Ron Clark is at Camp Hope
he's at
right
Camp Hope
now.
right now. You know
He
what,
is
Ron
leaving
Clark?
tomorrow.
If you're not too tired, come on down to Tim Hortons for an ice cap. Good night.
Maybe. Good night. I thought Ron was already there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Ron just came when we left. So Ron just came in, and he had the other people also visiting him there.
Yeah.
And I just spoke briefly, few words with him, and I love that man, Ron Clark, Freedom Advocate. Guys, you know what? I'm telling you, whatever is to pass, the Bible tells us very clearly: do not look at the past. Because you want to go forward in life. And the same thing it is, if you push a vehicle forward and you're going to just look in the back and push the vehicle, where is the vehicle going to go? It's going to go straight or it's going to go in a ditch. And that is why, leave the past behind. Let's look ahead and move ahead. If we will do all of that, then we will get forward. And same as I said with Carl Krebs, a lot of people say about Carl Krebs, a good friend of mine. Oh yeah, his past. You know what? We are not supposed to live in the past. We have to look ahead.
The future.
The future.
Always the future, folks.
And
always judge a man by his future actions and what he's doing
Amen.
now. What
Amen.
he's doing now. People have asked me, like even here, there's municipal elections. People have asked me if I'd run for this, run for that. I said, you kidding? The skeletons I got in my closet?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Tim Hortons employee.
Yes.
You're so fantastic.
See, now I actually like you because now mine is better than your dad's. Look
It
at his.
is. It is
It's not
better.
looking as good. Mine looks way better.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Ron, we're only 15 minutes away, and I understand you haven't run out of money on your Tim's card yet. That you have that Tim's card that you want to use up on to buy a whole bunch of stuff here. Come on down and spend it. Did you hear what he said about his Tim's card?
No,
I use that as a punchline for my Tim's card. Is that I'm going to go to Tim's and use my Tim's card till the money runs out. So what I did is I took my debit card and I wrote Tim's on it. Tim's card. and folks, this Tim's that we're at here supports trucking. This one, the one at Deacon's Corner, Beausejour, there's probably a lot of others which are independent owners, lease owners that own this. So no matter what happened, where they were the corporate did a bad move with the kids, bad move. A lot of people boycotted Tim Hortons, but you were hurting some individual owners that these ones support truckers. They give me gift cards to give to truckers. They give me, John's bringing over for Walter to give him what
Wow.
I'm wearing here, which is a, what's it, John?
It's a smile cookie.
It's called a smile cookie.
thank you.
Except this one right here is a little bit custom.
Oh,
Thank you very much, John, for
Thank
doing
you,
that.
John.
Wow.
Let me see. Did he put a beard on for you? Yes,
Well,
he
he
did.
did.
He
He put
did a
the
beard. He did it
put a beard
special.
on there.
So the smile cookie that he got was a special smile cookie.
So you can eat my beard.
Yeah. And they're fantastic, folks. And they're $2 each. And all that money goes into the community. Goes into the community to help the community, such as I said, here in Oakbank, Manitoba, it's going to be building a community center for kids. And we talk about Camp Hope. We talk about community. It is so important for people to socialize. It's so important to get your kids, as Walter always says, off their couches, out of their bedrooms, and into the community, to be in community events so they can be socialized, so that they know there is a tomorrow, that there is a light. You know, I gotta say, I'm not doing, I don't do a lot of mudslinging, but when I see stuff that's so terrible, I watched the Queen's funeral on Monday from 4 o'clock in the morning. I had met the Queen 4 times in my life, doing security for the Queen.
So did you watch the goat?
The goat? The goat?
The big goat? I saw it on a picture. There was somebody was holding a goat there.
Oh yes, yes. Yes, I saw the goat. Yes,
Yeah, the big-
yes, for the regiment there. I actually thought, oh, hey, nice
Yeah,
goat. But
I was thinking, wow, nice barbecue.
yeah, exactly. But let me tell you something, folks. All of the prime ministers, all of the leaders of all the countries of the world were packed into those churches. Packed into them. They were shoulder to shoulder. They were squeezed in to get them all in. There was no masks. There was 0 masks all the way through. Trudeau just tweeted out and put a thing where he's sitting there talking to somebody wearing a mask to the Canadian public and talking about masks. But meanwhile, he was just at an event with millions of people, shoulder to shoulder, packed in, and there was 0 masks.
Did you saw that video where Trudeau got heckled and screamed at?
Oh yes, and I saw it where he got drunk and was singing,
Yeah.
and getting drunk and singing the night before the Queen's funeral. Like,
Exactly, but then again, now he is teaching us and he is telling us do this, and he does that,
Yeah.
and then you go into this where there's millions of people, no mask, nobody, but you go onto camera and talk to his people, then you put a mask on for what reason?
yeah, it's
Don't
just
be fake.
ridiculous. It's all fake. So
No.
so basically, folks, there's an election coming, and I'll tell you how I know this. Now, the Western Standard has got all kinds of documents. They can't back up the documents. They don't know if they're real or legitimate. It could be a leak just to see what Canadian people was. From Health Canada, showing more people died of COVID who'd been double and triple jabbed than the people who weren't jabbed.
That's
It's
correct.
statistics. Now, they don't know if it's a real document, but that's being leaked. The other thing that's being leaked, and being leaked through the Border Patrol and that, is on the 30th of September. You're hearing it here first. The 30th of September, they're going to remove all mandates. All border crossing mandates will be removed. Now, if you're removing all mandates,
But don't get
if you're
fooled with
leaking
that.
about the other thing, don't get fooled. And he just came out with a big thing saying all the people in Canada he's going to give millions of dollars to. They're going to have checks for their kids. They're going to have bonus checks for this. Where do you think that money's coming from?
History repeats itself.
Yes.
What did happen with Hitler?
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing
Yeah.
happened when Hitler
Yeah.
was there. And the same thing came out to this. Now he is saying, yes, I'm going to remove all the border pass and all that. But I think they are not going to make a national ID card because now all the leaders are meeting
Yeah.
to discuss this.
Yeah.
So now they're going to have a national ID card.
Yeah.
So
But they.
then we're back into the same square root
Yeah,
before.
but he won't be doing it till after the election.
That's
See, he's going to be
correct.
playing this little game and saying, oh, we're taking all the mandates off, we're giving you your money, we're going to give you this, because he'll want to divide us. Walter was talking about divide. He's going to try to divide so he can sneak in there again, and then dictatorship. So you got to have your eyes open. We'll keep you apprised.
Eyes, ears too.
Eyes and ears. So Peggy Liderskowski says, Ron Clark, you and Dave know your stuff, and I hope you both will listen. I hope how many will listen to you both. Kat says, how did that hear something? And Shannon, okay, so I'm going backwards, so I probably missed something here. We have a keyboard troll. Okay, we got a keyboard troll here, is what they're... Shannon, if you can get that troll, please. Glenn Cowie says, my public here is smarter than his whole brain. And Brian Wojtowicz says, he's a clown. Fear-mongering people, yes. Maggie Zurkowski says, he wasn't wearing a mask while he tried to serenade those poor people. Exactly. And Mary Penner says, how many years will you be married to you and Angie? How many years? Now, we've actually only been married for 7 years. We
have a person from South America, Paraguay, watching right now. His name is Rudy Neufeld.
It's his uncle.
Rudy Neufeld, Uncle Rudy.
From South America, Paraguay. Rudy, Zaya, welcome to the channel here. En dat kijk te zijn dat u kijkt je dat. Maar dat is alles in Engels wat we doen.
Nice. Very nice. And yeah, the smile cookie says cat. Glenn says, what if FH Trudeau freezes your accounts? Yeah, he won't do that now because he's running scared because the polls right now show the blue, the party in blue, the PC party, is 10 points ahead right now. So he's thinking that he'll try lubing the wheels, greasing it, putting on the smile, the shinola, and try to slip in before he loses too much more. That's why I think an election's going to be called.
And here is one thing. Grant Abrahams from Alberta, he is making a new federal one, and that is a Christian group what he is making.
Oh, excellent.
And that is Grant Abrahams. And I have paperwork at home. I should have brought it here. If somebody wants to sign up with the Grant Abraham, he makes a new party, a federal party, and we need 250 more signatures for Grant Abraham. And I have the paperwork at home, and I have to send it right after the weekend. I have to send the paperwork in. So if somebody wants paperwork, please let me know. I can email the form out. Please bring the forms then to me or to Dave. By Monday, I have to mail them back to Grant Abrahams. And that is going to be a Christian party. So there's a lot more coming out with Grant Abraham.
Yeah. Ron Clark, freedom advocate. I'm stretching out, laying in bed, doing some research. You deserve it, Ron. You had a hard, long drive today. Mary Penner was saying hi to John and how are you? You'll probably get to see him again soon. Ryan Coxon says, words of wisdom, we can't dwell on the past. Yes. And Colleen says, Carr says, the past is history, the future is a mystery.
That is correct.
And Maggie Zukowski was saying something to Ron here. Karen says, think positive, not negative, always. And Tim, the bearded soul, says, Walter's friend Peter, who drives the big blue and white rig, drove me from the highway outside Wild West Ranch to Camp Hope last Tuesday. I want to reach Peter so I can send him an e-transfer to show my appreciation. I will call Walter to discuss. Yeah, send an email to Walter. Walter can get anything to you. That's for sure. Kat sends hearts. Peggy Lydia Zukowski. Ron Clark. Okay, I think I caught up there. So I'll go down to the bottom here again. I love talking to you. And Shannon says, I don't see the troll. So she hasn't got him yet. Let us know who the troll is. Solar Flare, I hear, said Colleen. And Mike is in the house. And Mike DeVault says, hi, boys. Party at Tim's. And Mary Penner says, so what's happening on the 24th? The future is a mystery. Marianne LaBelle says, good evening, Dave and Walter and Maria. I think her name is. Yes, it's Maria.
Don't call me different.
Don't call her different. You call it Maria.
Dave, you are stretching it too long.
Yes. Mariechen says, wine in den Garten. Und I want to
I don't know, at Christmas time I'll go to her and I'll go, Zö die nicht lachen, nicht klingen, als man noch sein, Zö die nicht lachen, nicht klingen.
Zö die Glocken nicht klingen.
Yes. Yeah. She's saying, how the heck is he screwing that up?
Exactly.
Yeah. And Stefan says, good night. It's almost midnight in New Brunswick. Thanks so much for coming on and being on so late. Yes, I realize our friends in New Brunswick, yeah, it's almost midnight there. In Ontario, it's almost 11 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock here, 9 o'clock in Calgary, but only 8 o'clock in BC.
Only 8 o'clock, wow.
And Estelle says, hi, Maria.
Hi, Estelle.
And Alan Hordell says, please support Cam Hope. We are very proud sponsors of Proud Hope. That's Nano Silver, our proud sponsors of
Definitely, guys, Nano Silver. They are Kevin himself. He is like a fluffy bear. Oh, I love that guy. He is such an awesome soul.
So are you.
And oh, me too?
Yes.
Oh, that's what she says now.
You're a
So,
fluffy
but
bear too.
very, very good sponsors. And we are talking about sponsors, Dave. I want to address one thing. And I don't talk about this person very much. That is Doug Brown from Eagle Eye Construction. That guy is a very, very big sponsor. He brought his dozer, grader, trucks, excavator, everything there. And Ken Friesen, he brought his excavator there and did all the work for 1.5 weeks. Then there was the Hutterite Colony, Springfield Colony. They donated us a very, very big kitchen. Right now, a brand new kitchen for Camp Hope that we can serve more and more people. And there are so many different sponsors, Steve. I just cannot name them all. One day I want to write them all down, and that way we can put it on our site with all the sponsors, whoever the sponsors are, so that we can remember the sponsors, what they have done. There's a lot of good people what helped us get to this point where we are now, and now it's growing faster than I ever thought that Camp Hope would grow. But thank God, and I praise the Lord for doing that, and that I could work for Him, that He could use me to do this.
You should listen to the Lord.
I listen to the Lord, and everybody else should listen to the Lord as well, because He speaks through us, and He does the things through us. And the same as Dave, God speaks through Dave to bring this to you guys, and that is Dave. I am always so thankful when each time I see Dave, okay, his life, and sometimes at work, what I do, I work and then I put my phone like this on my shirt, and then because I can't have it to the inside, so then I put it in this way, and then I can listen to Dave MacKenzie and I still work. So that is how.
I'll have to sing to him some working songs.
Yeah. So that means a little bit addictive to Dave MacKenzie.
And that's to be dedicated. Mary Penner could hear what you were saying because she says, Walter, you're speaking low German. My mom and my dad were German people, came from Mexico.
Oh, look at that. I speak Low German, High German, Spanish, a little bit Guaranish, and a little bit Paraguayan native language, and then a little bit English.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know how to say duso cervezo in
Dos cervezas.
Dos cervezo.
Cervezas.
Yeah. Senorita, por favor.
Yeah.
And Tammy says, Walter, Hiebert, Maria, sure hope you come out to Vancouver Island someday. Sure would love to meet you guys on one of our legendary hugs. Oh, that's for sure. Estelle says, that Springfield colony makes the best teriyaki sausage sticks. Oh my
that's
God.
Wrong.
I started
that's
sweating.
Wrong.
It wasn't the
No,
Springfield.
that is Horizon Colony.
Yeah.
Horizon Colony, Ben Hoffner. He makes the sausage.
Yeah.
Springfield Colony made it the cabinets. Springfield Woodworking, that's the Springfield Colony. They make cabinets. And Horizon Colony, they make the sausage. And
Will
all
there
that.
be sausage on October 1st? Will you be selling
Well, I
sausage?
can arrange it if I know that for sure that you are coming. And if Angie is coming,
Oh,
then I will.
Angie, she
Then
loves
I will
that.
have
She'll come
teriyaki.
for sure. If she knows the teriyaki sausage and those sausages that you cook for the hot dog, when we left, I just tried one and I got a burger. And as I'm driving, both Angie and I said, we should have got the sausage.
Yeah.
The hot dogs, folks, are real pork sausage, right?
They are sausage.
And made right there that the Hutterite colony.
The burgers too.
And
The
the
burgers-
burgers are good too, but that sausage
Yeah.
was to die for.
The burgers
My
they
God.
made themselves too.
Yes, yes.
And the fries, what we make them our special fries.
Camp Hope fries.
Don't
That's
ask
correct.
any time for their recipe, because if you ask Walter and he doesn't give it to you, don't come and ask me, because I sure will not give it to you.
I hear you, folks. How did you like the?
I really love this. I
John
never
really
had
knows
it.
how to make it good. John.
Yeah, so
John
this
puts
is-
chocolate milk in and stuff like that.
Thanks
So he
to
makes it-
John for doing this.
Yeah, he really looks after us. And Tammy says, Walter, Hiebert, Maria. Oh, yes, that's Vancouver. And Estelle. Oh, yes, so the Springfield colony, big plug for them. If you need a kitchen or you know anybody who needs a kitchen, go talk to them. Tell them that the Hieberts sent you to talk to them. So that
As for Polly,
I got a kitchen from there. And
so did I, yeah.
I love it. It's the best.
Our kitchen is the best kitchen in the world. And let me tell you something. I'm a frugal Scot. And I went around, I got about 4 or 5 different estimates from different kitchen manufacturers. They beat them all and they installed it. And they installed the kitchen. They did a beautiful job. Mary Penner says, I wish you and Walter could come see us in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Would love to meet him one day. One day we'll have to go on a Camp Hope tour and do that one day. We'll have to, if I win Lotto Max tonight, $70 million, I'll bring Walter and Maria on a Camp Hope tour out west. So he'll be able to take the time off, because I'll make a donation big enough he can.
thank you very much. And the thing is, Springfield Colony, talk to Polly. Polly, and I have a song here. Polly made it a song for me and Maria.
Oh.
And I'll play the song here a little bit that people can hear it. I'll bring their phone close. And this is Polly. This is what he always makes songs for me.
This very day.
Oops. And there we go.
Walter was a man kinda big for his size, blonde hair, handsome, big blue eyes. This was the year Walter went out to find him a bride, find him a wife. Walter Hiebert, watch where you go, you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Walter Hiebert, watch what you say, a pretty girl has got you this very day. One day in May in 96, Walter walked to his wife's front door. Walter started out, his father-in-law got a little bit mad. This nearly ended all Walter's lad. Walter Hiebert, watch where you go, you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Walter Hiebert, watch what you say, a pretty girl has got you this very day. Walter got married to Murray, and they had a very nice day. Walter started out making babies too, and then they came 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. They raised a family for the Lord. They raised them up for the kingdom of God. Walter and Maria, they have a very good life, and now Camp Hope came into their life.
Nice, very nice song. So Paulie asked for Paulie, folks. And Craig Cowan's in the house. Craig Cowan, I brought him the teriyaki sausage for him. I brought him some McDonald's. Mary Penner says, David, tell us what your doctor said to you today. Doctor, tell me the news. Well, he says that he's going to send me for some MRIs as well, because he's concerned that I have a numbness in my fingers and toes, because I've been seeing a physiotherapist. so they think I've got some nerve damage. So, but he is going to fix me. I will be 100% at some time, but I am going for a MRI. I'm going for a ultrasound. I'm going for physiotherapy. They're stepping up the things because in the examination today, I will be getting surgery on the side because apparently this rip is about 4 inches of muscle, a 4-inch rip in the muscle. So he told me I should be wearing this all the time, even in bed I should be wearing this because I can't afford to have the intestine come out, because if the intestine comes out and twists, you're gone.
Wow.
You go septic and you're gone. So
may the Lord bless you with that.
He will. He'll look after me. He'll heal me. He's slowed me down. But the thing, you know what the good Lord has done? I'll tell you what's happened. Is some people look at it in the sad way, say, oh no, I'm not on the road, I'm not working, I'm not doing this. You know, I've been able to spend more time with you guys and Camp Hope and a direction than from the road or anything else. You know how many things I missed with you guys because I had to be on the road or I had to be here? So, hey,
praise
there's a
the
silver
Lord.
lining to everything, right?
Yep.
So I have to put up with a little bit of pain, but I can move around.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for that, folks, do you think I could be sitting here right now with the great people? You know, do you think Walter, Marie, and I, with this beautiful Camp Hope flag, would be sitting here? No, I'd be in Texas eating a buffet or Texas Roadhouse
Most likely.
Of being here with my fellow man. When I say fellow man, that encompasses every human being that the good Lord put on this earth and put us together. So there's a path, and I believe in it. I believe that, you know, this is what we're doing. And when I was first laying on the ground and looking up and getting eaten by mosquitoes, it was kind of like, why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pain I've known? But he's going to show me the way to a better day with Walter and Maria. So Lord, help me, Jesus. I'm down on my knees. Help me, Jesus. I know who I am. And now that I know that he loves me, so help me, Jesus. I know who I am.
See, exactly.
Amen.
Amen.
So yes, so although it may seem like bad news, it's good news because I'm here with Walter and Maria. I'm here, I can help, and I can go and spread the great word about Camp Hope. I'll go down to Winkler next weekend because I can travel remotely. I just got to watch out.
Yeah.
I got to be careful. I got to have this cane because I can't afford to fall.
On Sunday, it starts at 1:30 in Winkler, at 1:30.
Well, I usually don't get out of bed till 1:30.
Oh, come on.
I will be there.
Can you guys have a talk with this guy? Because till now I had a meeting with me and myself and I had to make it very clearly that all three of us would get up early enough. This guy, I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm making ready, drink my tea and go to work, and he sleeps till 1:30.
Marianne was saying, wow, Dave, hope you don't have to wait too long for surgery. Oh yes, I will have to. All the way to November by looks of things. And,
I have a knife.
And Dave says, or Glenn says, have you heard anything from PFM, that company that I was working for? Not a damn word. Not even a.
Let's do surgery.
Are you okay? Or hey,
I have something for doing surgery.
that'll do it. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't need to cut. I need to sew. You're
Maria
good at
does
crocheting
sewing.
and sewing.
Yes.
I can sew it.
She can crochet
just
the
sew it
trap.
up. Let's sew it up. You cut it open here. You sew it
Definitely.
up, and I'm done. And Peggy says, Dave, you, Walter, and Maria should come to Yorkton and cook your food here in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. They are good cooks, folks. They are fantastic. Craig says, ask Angie if I should be at home or not. Poor Angie. She'd love for me to be back on the road. And Brian Wojtowicz says maybe I'd be at the Golden Corral. Oh yes, but let me tell you, we're gonna get Walter and Maria to cook. I got a big brisket I'm gonna be bringing over, and I'm getting a big prime rib too, like a huge prime rib.
Oh,
and
I will cook.
We're gonna have some food over there, and we're gonna eat like kings, like kings.
And my man cave.
Yes. And Janice says, nice song, amen. Yes, sorry if I blew the words on it a bit. Sorry, Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson sung that, and Johnny Cash sung that. But I really like the way Chris Christopherson sung it. Dave doesn't do anything before the crack of noon. And Brian says, hopefully by Christmas I'll be fixed up. I think so. As soon as they find out what's causing the nerve damage, that's what's going to be the MRI. They're going to find that. They did an interesting thing I didn't even realize. They took a ball, and where I've got nerve damage is I hit this elbow, and they x-rayed it. The bones aren't broken, but something's wrong, because when he runs the ball through here, my fingers all freeze up. So if he has my hand down, he runs the ball, he can prick my fingers and they don't even move. So there's some sort of nerve damage, and then there's some nerve damage from the middle of my back down my right leg, hence the reason I got the cane. So
I have a hammer.
Let's fix it.
Yeah.
Let's fix it. I know.
Also can't fix anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I know somebody who's going to fix me up when the time is right. So
That's right.
I got work to do. So Glenn says, how effing pathetic PFM. You know what? PFM at one time, and there have been some really good companies, folks, really good companies at times, and then they do a change in management or something, and it all goes to hell.
Exactly.
And right now they've got 6
To
trucks
a hell
sitting.
in a handbasket.
Yep, they got 6 trucks sitting there. They brought in some bad managers. The owner stepped back. Bad thing for him to do. And the last 2 years has just been toxic there. I wrote a lot of letters on how toxic it was there, but they got some problems of their own because they lied to some people, which was a bad thing to do, and they've been caught in those lies. So, and of course now they're trying to say, well, they didn't know. Well, we won't get into that, but maybe one night we will. And I had the same thing with Winnipeg Motor Express, except I never had to complain. I saw what was going to happen, but I was with Winnipeg Motor Express one time when the Sobey family owned it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people who are on here who were Winnipeg Motor Express, it was the best company in trucking in the world. 350 drivers they had working there. 350 happy drivers working there with rings and parties and jackets and shirts and hats. And then they sold it to, pardon me, but to a scumbag. They went in 1 year from 350 trucks to 40 trucks in bankruptcy. In 1 year.
Wow.
In 1 year. Now, fortunately, I was a manager there, and when Sobey sold the company, I will never forget, some of the management who were there and some of the drivers will never forget. I walked into the new owner's president's office, and I said, by the way, you're fired. And he said, what? I said, you're fired. You can't fire me, I own this company. No, you're fired as my boss. What do you mean? I says, on my desk, you'll see it's all packed up. My computer's there, my BlackBerry's there, everything's there. This is my last day, goodbye. Anyway, well, you can't quit. I just did. I just quit. Well, let's talk about this. I just took over the ownership. Goodbye. I know who you are. I can see who you are. I've been very gifted in my life. With good Lord, I'm sure. I can see evil. I can see bad. And in this person, I saw bad.
Evil.
I didn't even give him a chance. I just packed up and I left. And there were people saying, oh, you were there these years, management. You had a vehicle, fuel card, big salary. I can't be bought. With cars and credit cards and salary, I cannot be bought.
Money is nothing.
It's nothing. And I want to be able to sit and look people in the eye and tell them that I was fair and honest with them. So I walked right out the door, and sure enough, as I said, not because of me, but because of him, he brought 350 trucks down to 40 trucks in a year and into bankruptcy. Now, that is bad business.
That is really, really bad business.
Especially a company that had been around like 20 years, and he just destroyed it in a year.
Yeah.
So
That is. not good.
I felt like crying because I loved it, I'll tell you. Now, hopefully Marcel leaves as well, says Glenn. Well, the trouble is, and Craig actually liked working at PFM when he was there. Craig Cowan was a fleet manager at PFM. And Marcel, he's got dogs, he's got things and things, but things might change. And blind ignorance is not an excuse, says Kat, you betcha. Tim says, find someone who knows essential oils, Dave. They will make you a recipe with carrier oils that will help repair the nerves.
I have somebody with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And Tim says, good for you, Dave. Glad you packed up and left. I can't be bought either. No wonder I'm not liked. I hear you, but you're liked by the right people. Mary Penner says, Craig, I had a stroke a couple of years ago, and then after that, I had a blood clot with my heart. Craig Cowan says they didn't change for me.
There's some chocolate milk for you guys.
Oh, thank you. What do I do? Pour it in my drink or something? Or?
I can give you cups.
Oh, like this is for me to bring home or something? Or
Yeah, if you want, or you can drink it now first.
maybe I'll pour a little bit in my drink.
That's what you have to. You have to put it in there.
You need more sugar.
Do you want a little more chocolate milk or?
Just sugar.
There you go. What a nice, that John, this Tim Hortons is a good worker. He's such an awesome worker.
There we
You know
go.
what? I think I'm going to bring him home and put him to work at home. But,
Yeah, you should.
But now he threw me off where, oh yeah, Mary Penner was talking. You know what? Strokes are a scary thing. I'll tell you, I'm a practical joker. And one time I got naked and I put on a trench coat. And I went out and I saw 3 nuns sitting in a bench. And I went up to those 3 nuns and I flashed them. I pulled open the trench coat. Oh my God, that first poor nun, she had a stroke. The second one had a stroke. And the third one, well, she couldn't reach. Oh my God, that's terrible, folks. You know what? It's we could talk all night long.
Yes.
And everything else is past her bedtime. She doesn't need any more beauty sleep because
Yes, I do.
she's beautiful enough. She is.
I
I heard Walter the other day when I was coming to Camp Hope. He was in the kitchen. He was looking at Maria and he was going, "You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything that I dream of. 'Cause Maria's so beautiful to me."
She is such a beautiful woman.
Inside and out.
Inside and out. The only problem I have with her, at 5 o'clock, get out of bed. Because at 6, I need you to be gone. I need money. Get me money.
You know what?
And then when I come back and then she comes and hugs me, I'll give you a hug, but I need money first.
I need money.
You know what? The problem is, if you give me money, that's why you have a value. I give you food.
That's right. Food.
I didn't want her to find that out.
That's right. And you know what? What Walter should do is when he gets her up and gets him out the door, he should go, hee-haw, hee-haw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Off to work he goes. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work, Walter goes. One day I'll have to go with Walter and see what he does.
Oh yeah, definitely. You should do that.
But you have to get up 5 in the morning.
Maybe I won't go with him. Maybe I'll go meet him one afternoon. I have met him one afternoon. He brought me to a beautiful restaurant for some really good Indian food, which was terrific. And boy, did they know him because he came in. They know how to make his fish just the way Walter likes it.
That's
Definitely.
Yeah.
He is always picky on it. He likes his food a certain way.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, there's no money.
She spoiled me. Just don't tell her that.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, the cooking they do. And he's built his own smokers, his own fire pits. Angie wants one of his fire pits because we still have to negotiate on that because that is beautiful. You saw it in a video, folks. The big one he's got, and he has a rack. You can cook a whole. I could cook almost my whole family chicken on that, or steaks or something.
We can wrestle. Me and you can wrestle.
I got 30 in my family, like from
Doesn't
my kids,
matter.
my grandkids, and their husbands and wives. 30.
We have
30.
a big rack.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
Oh, what did you say about Angie? She's got a big rock. Didn't you?
I didn't know about Angie.
Isn't that what she said, folks?
No.
Let's replay. She says Angie's got a big rack.
No, I said we have a big
She
rack
fed all those kids.
to feed everybody.
We should ask John how he got fed.
Yeah, exactly.
John, he turned beet red.
Probably hold them on the legs
You
like
just
this.
want to throw me under the bus. Next time you don't get muffins.
Uh-oh. I love you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
You threw me under the bus.
Love is over.
No more
I'm
muffins.
sending cookies with you.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm sending cookies with her, folks. I'm sending smile cookies back for Ron. Ron's probably off and snoozing right now.
Oh, probably.
But they could, if they get up, you can give them a snack or first thing in the morning.
First
Those
thing
are
in the morning.
delicious cookies.
I know.
So I'll send a box of them with you guys. I have a connection here.
Definitely. We'll keep that connection alive.
That's right. I got about 5 of my kids working. And management too.
Yeah.
But folks, we're going to have to end this because I've kept them. Boy, I've really kept you guys a long time, eh?
It's already almost 10:30.
I apologize for that.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what? It was fun and coming on here and
Well,
and
it
thank
doesn't
you
even
there
seem
for-
like an hour.
No,
now,
it
does
did not
it
seem
doesn't.
like.
No.
It seemed like only 15 minutes or a little bit
Susie
more.
says, thanks for the good conversation and laughs. Colleen says, you can zoom in on the flag for us. Yes, I will. And Kat says, those smokers are impressive. They really are. Walter, she hugs you to find your wallet. Oh, they know Maria
See,
already.
they know Maria already.
And Craig says, and Dave's singing again, oh Lord. And Janice says, oh Lord, that was hilarious. I guess the joke about the flashing. And Craig says, I gotta go later, guys. Drive safe. Thank you, Craig. And Tim says, ha ha, you're bad, Dave. I'm bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. And let's see. Marianne says, good night, Dave, Walter, and Maria. Kat says it was fun. Thank you, everybody. Dennis says, freedom! And Tim says, good night, Walter, Maria, and Dave. Sleep well. Have a good week. You know what? Isn't it amazing, folks, that I can go to a Tim Horton with good friends, family here, and I can scream and sing at the top of my lungs and not get thrown out?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I sent you Camp Hope logo. You can put it on
nice.
there. She wanted to see that if you could zoom in the logo.
Yes.
So you can put the logo on there. I sent it to you.
Nice.
The logo and also this is for October 1st. The music.
Great, I'll put that
I
up.
sent it to you in
and
the
I will
text.
be there. I'll be there October 1st. And if they've got the sausage there, Angie loves sausage apparently, so she'll be there.
But I will.
Sausage fest.
Muffins will be there. Cookies will. I will bake. They will be there.
Oh, freedom muffins, yummy.
And freedom cookies.
Freedom cookies, yummy. And your Camp Hope fries will be there that
course.
day. Oh, yeah.
We will see. We are planning a little bit different because it's a music festival.
Yeah.
We'll exactly see exactly what we're gonna do, but we will have food there definitely.
We'll do some videos to let them know. We'll do some videos on Sunday and stuff like that. It looks
This
like
Sunday, they have the rights. They are supplying pulled pork for pulled pork sandwich
Winkler?
in Winkler
Oh,
this
Angie
Sunday.
will be there for sure.
Yes,
Nice.
pulled pork sandwich, and that is this Sunday. It's gonna be amazing.
Wow.
Just can't wait to go there.
So should we do the keep on trucking this
Yes.
us together? Everybody, blessings to you.
God bless you guys. I wish you guys a blessed night and a day of work tomorrow. Amazing day. And folks, do me one favor. Just go and find one person and hug that person and make him happy. Make him laugh. just do one person at a time. That's what I do. One person at a time, a day. May God bless you and be
Stay
with
safe.
you. Stay safe.
So Brittany Spears, if you're on here right now, you can come hug me. You heard that from Walter.
Yes.
You gotta come and hug me. And folks, we would always rather hear from you than about you. Please be safe out there. There will be a tomorrow. There's hope. There will be tomorrow. You're not at your wit's end. You're just being tested right now. There will be a tomorrow. I promise that. Walter promised that.
Definitely.
Maria promised.
There's a tomorrow, if not here,
Yeah.
then the tomorrow is going to be up there.
Yeah.
Put a smile
There
on your
is a
face.
tomorrow.
Even doesn't matter what kind of day you have. Put a smile on your face, and that will affect each and every person.
And buy some Smile cookies. $2 each, buy some Smile cookies. Anywhere in Canada goes for a great cause. And folks, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, keep on trucking. Then I'm going to end on the beautiful flag. I'll put up the prices and I'll put in the email address so you can e-transfer the money and where it needs to go. If you're getting it shipped someplace, he's going to have to work out shipping with you.
And if they write out the check, they make out the check to Camp Hope Inc.
Camp Hope Inc. So from the three of us here at Tim Hortons with our smile cookies, not frown cookies, smile cookies.
Smile.
Folks, 1, 2, 3.
Keep on trucking!
Thank you, everybody. I love you all. Oh my God, it's hard to get up.
I love you all and have a wonderful good night.
And here we go. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Camp Hope. And we'll go right around the circle, 'cause that circle won't be broken. Bye, oh bye, my Lord, bye, oh bye. 'Cause Walter sang deep, Maria sang tenor, me and the boys, we joined right in there. See you later, folks. Keep care, and blessings to everyone.